Hi everybody, Cali Rose here. We're learning the song Sing in some of my ukulele classes, and we're channeling the Carpenters and the gang from Sesame Street. We're doing this song in a rock groove at 130 beats per minute. We're in the key of C. The folks in my classes know that when I do my arrangements, I put them in my key, and I'm an alto. But that said, this song has a very wide vocal range. It's almost 2 octaves. So I'm fudging notes left and right, and instead of singing melody, I'm doing harmony, and that's sort of just my MO. So work with it, because this might be a little bit out of your range too, and see how you can improvise vocally with this song. Also, I'm just throwing in a bunch of fancy things when there's some space in the arrangement. It's called doing fills. And we talk about that in my more advanced classes. But after the video is done, I'm just going to share a basic rock groove strum pattern with you that might be useful. So our starting note is a G. Let's give it a go. La la la. A 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing, sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad, sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of love there could be. Sing for you and for me. Sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. La 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 la. La 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 la. Just sing a song. All right, that song is so fun. So what if you're just starting off and you just want a basic way of strumming this rock groove? Well, first of all, let's make sure that we have the function happening with our right hand. This is my style of strumming so that I don't exhaust myself after playing a long time. My motion comes from the elbow because I want to engage the longer and stronger muscles in my arm, in my back and neck and shoulder. I want to take it easy on my wrist. I'm not going to use fancy wrist stuff unless I have to, because an awful lot can go wrong with our wrists. So you can see how my movement is like this. There's a little bit of toggle in the wrist, but not a whole lot. See where the motion is coming from, like a fulcrum of my elbow. And I'm strumming over this little area here to the left of your sound hole. So look down at your own ukuleles, and you want to be in this area, not over the sound hole. Guitar players play over here, but not ukulele players. And we're going to want to make a connection with our right arm somewhere, because we don't want a floating arm here. And for me, and I'm a short person, I'm connecting right here. Depends on your anatomy where you connect. So we really are cradling the ukulele here. And this is a rock groove, so I want to add some punch. So I want to get some fingernails in on the action. And my position when I'm strumming with my fingernails, I have my thumb resting along the side of my index finger to keep it out of the way. It kind of does a little rotation like this depending on where my hand is, so it's not like glued into a particular place. It's just resting alongside like that, so not doing curly cues and doing its own choreography during the song. It's like that. In this particular case, I'm going to use my index finger and my middle finger to strum down, so I keep my other two fingers just tucked away, out of the way like this. And when I'm coming down like this, it's as if I have like a rubber band around my two fingers, and they're just being held together. And the first finger to meet the strings is my middle finger, and I'm just strumming very lightly across the top of the strings. If I'm really pressing hard, my fingers might get stuck in the string. So it's just a downward motion and count 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lowered the tempo. We're at 110. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When we slow it down even more, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just, you might have to do that hundreds of times to begin to feel comfortable doing this. And then we're going to come up. We'll strum down, we're going to come up. And the way I do it is I just extend my index finger out just a little like that, and I come up with the flesh of the index finger. So there's a little bit of toggle, a little twist in my wrist when I'm doing that, just a little. Let's try that. I'm going to lower this volume to 95. So I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up. Tap your foot. We always want to play in rhythm so we can engage our internal rhythm machine. Hearts. So with a rock group, the basic thing, I'm going to make a C, is just to strum down on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. Basic. Or if you're just starting off, you just do a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum down the first beat in the measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add a little bit more energy though. Let's do a down up on each beat. So it'll look like this: down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's do that together. 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you need to slow down on your own, do that. 'Cause you're not going to be able to play fast until you can play it solidly, slowly. I go to this with a basic rock beat. sing a song. Now I just want to add another component, and it's called rhythmic intensity. And for me, it's adding a sense of physicality to our playing. So there's like a oomph, oomph, oomph type of thing. And when I want to learn about rhythmic intensity, I look at drummers. They're my teachers, or great singers who sing with rhythmic intensity. And the first one who comes to mind for me is Elvis. He sang with rhythmic intensity. But for a drummer playing a rock groove, the drummer is going to accent certain beats in a measure. Remember, a measure has 4 beats. And they're going to accent or punch play stronger the second and the 4th beats. They're going to go, and I'm going to clap it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Here's some rhythmic intensity. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can feel the difference, and an audience feels a difference. And I feel the difference when I'm just playing a song by myself, when I add that component of rhythmic intensity. It just brings the song into life. It gives it life and energy. So what does it look like playing it on the ukulele? It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am punching the downward strum, when I'm doing a down, up, the downward strum of the 2nd and the 4th beats. I'm going to lower this a little bit. Let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's not play with rhythmic intensity. 1, 2, 3. Very sweet. Now let's add some rhythmic intensity. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You know, as I mentioned before, this is an inside job. We need to open our thoughts to start thinking as a drummer, because we really are drummers when we're playing this very percussive instrument. So throughout the day, when you're walking or you're driving or whatever, start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and punching, tapping your foot or saying it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're listening to music, especially in a rock groove, see if you can hone in on that energy that is added to the 2nd and the 4th beat, that keeps a foot tapping, and that engages an audience, so that when you're performing or performing with a group, it really becomes a communal experience, a real joy. So work with it, you guys, and I have more tutorials on my website if you want to go take a peek. It's www.calirose.com, CALIROSC.com. So listen, thank you for tuning in. Happy strumming!